Namaste and a very good evening and a warm welcome to all the lovely audience who have tuned in to watch us live today. I'm Sharmishta Parmar, your host for today's evening story session, and I wish you a very happy World Heritage Day to all of you. On the auspicious occasion of World Heritage Day, we gather to celebrate the rich tapestry of cultures, history, and traditions that have shaped our world. Through the art of storytelling, we embark on a journey of discovering, exploring the wonders of our past and the significance of preserving our cultural legacies for future generations. It is with great pleasure that we extend a warm welcome to Ms. Shilpa Mehta, a community member from Jaipur. Shilpa is an author and a storyteller who loves to explore the world of storytelling through performing and writing. She hopes to continue spreading smiles through stories in years to come. Let us lend her our ears and hearts as she takes us on a voyage through time and space, inviting us to witness the wonders of our shared heritage. A warm welcome, Shilpa.
Hello everyone, Namaste. Thank you Sharmishta for such a warm welcome and thank you Edusaarthi for giving me an opportunity on this World Heritage Day. Well, today I am going to take you on a journey to a beautiful place. Now, this place has some very childhood memories associated with me because this place was just 60 kilometers from my hometown, Bhopal. So, whenever any guests or any relatives would come, so they would be having this place on their to visit list. And during those days, yes, when outing meant just going out for a picnic for the whole day with family, carrying food and everything, this was one of the places where we would go. And even our school picnic, yes, that was again one of the places to go. Now, you must be wondering which place am I talking about? फिक्र नहीं कीजिए, थोड़ा इत्मीनान रखिए, धैर्य रखिए, एक मिनट दीजिए मुझे एंड आई विल टेक यू टू दिस ब्यूटिफुल प्लेस एंड along with you I would be reliving my childhood memories. Just give me a minute.
Sure.
Yes. So, can a mound of sand represent the Buddha, the path to enlightenment, a mountain and a universe all at the same time? It can, if it's a stupa. Buddhism shares the goal of overcoming the suffering and attainment of nirvana. Why not experience the sterling teaching of Gautam Buddha at the great Sanchi Stupa, the monument reflecting gem of Buddhist art and architecture? On this World Heritage Day, come with me on a tour to Sanchi Stupa, which you can see here, one of the oldest structures in India built during the Mauryan Empire. The beautiful monument, lush gardens, Sanchi is a village located on the foothills close to the capital of Madhya Pradesh, that is Bhopal. This place attracts wanderers from across the world with its ancient stupas, monasteries, and prosperous Buddhist culture. We all know Ashoka the Great, third emperor of the Mauryan dynasty, who is often regarded as being extremely cruel, infamous for killing all his brothers to claim the throne. But Ashoka had a change of heart after the Kalinga War, which is one of the bloodiest battles in Indian history. Though Ashoka won the battle, he was horrified with all the bloodshed and he was filled with remorse for the massacre brought by him. After the victory of Kalinga, Ashoka turned towards Buddhism. He became an ardent follower of Buddha and he played a key role in the spread of Buddhism. He devoted himself to Buddhism and built the first stupa at Sanchi, the place where he married, followed by 84,000 stupas everywhere in the years to spread the message of Buddha. Sanchi Stupa was commissioned by Emperor Ashoka in the 3rd century BC and it was supervised by his queen Devi and his daughter. The stupa was initially constructed as a simple brick structure to enshrine the relics of Buddha. He also created the monolithic pillar around which several stupas and other religious structures were added in the succeeding centuries. Now, let's delve into some history. The Mauryan dynasty came to an end in 184 BC when Pushyamitra Shunga killed the last Mauryan king, Brihadatta. Pushmitra was the most infamous adversaries of Buddhism, and the stupa built by Ashoka and Sanchi suffered a lot of destruction during his rule. Then his son and his successor, Agnimitra, he shifted his capital to Vidisha, which is near Sanchi, from Patliputra in the 2nd century BC. He contributed significantly to the restoration and expansion of this stupa. The stupa was virtually reconstructed during the 2nd century BC under the Shunga kings. Not only did it expand visibly in size, the enlarged brick dome was now encased in a stone and was surrounded by a stone railing. This doubled the size of the original stupa. After the Sunga dynasty, the region came under the control of Satvana kings, who were from Andhra, who again played a major role in the further expansion and beautification of the stupa. From the 2nd to the 4th century AD, Sanchi was under the Kushnas and subsequently passed on to the Gupta kings around 399 AD when Chandragupta II annexed Malwa. During their period, some of the finest temples were built and images of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas were installed. But Buddhism declined in the post-Gupta era from the 7th century AD and only a few buildings were added at Sanchi. Well, that was the history of Sanchi. Now, let's see the stupa. Have a look at my background with the stupa and keep visualizing it as I tell you about them. The Great Stupa, which you can see right behind me, which has a hemispherical dome, is 54 feet high and is known as Anda. There is a base on which the dome is rested, a central chamber where the relics of Buddha have been placed, a sandstone pillar that has the inscriptions of Schism Edict by Ashoka, along with ornated Brahmi characters resembling conch shells called Shankhlipi, was established here. And can you see that railing? It's there. So there is this square railing called Harmika on the top of the dome. That is the Anda. Keep looking at my background. On the top of the Harmika, there are canopy-like structures called Chhatris. And it is believed that these structures stand for the 3 jewels of Buddhism. That is the Dharma, Sangha and Buddha. The Great Stupa has an upper and lower Pradakshina path, a circumambulation path. And here you have a Medhi. Medhi is a sort of terrace surrounded by 3-bar railing. It supports the Anda and it raises it off the ground. It also serves as a platform for the ritual circumambulation, जो हम परिक्रमा लगाते हैं उसके लिए. This upper Pradakshina path is unique to Sanchi only. And this Pradakshina path around the great stupa is covered with the Vedika. And if you will have a close look, you will find several historical events carved with considerable details, like the siege of Kapilvastu, Ashoka's visit to Ramgrama Stupa, and many more. Can you imagine that the pedestal has a diameter of 120 feet and a height of 54 feet, which makes it unique? It has four beautifully decorated torans or gateways, which show Buddha's various life events. And can you see this toran? And each toran has three horizontal bars and two vertical pillars on the top. And this horizontal bar has decorations of different sculptural themes on both the sides, front and back. The wall is marked in light blue highlights with torans in yellow. Of course, you cannot see it here. And then there are three stupas. Stupa 1, or the Great Stupa, which is the oldest among the three, about which I have just told you, and which has the relics of Buddha. Then you have Stupa 2, which has the relics of less famous arhats. Now, you will ask me, what do you mean by arhats? So, arhat means someone who has gained insight. And Stupa 3 has the relics of Sariputta and Mahamogalayana. They both were the top disciples of Lord Buddha. And then there's the famous Ashoka pillar comprising of four lions. And we all know that our national emblem is acquired from here. So now you know that the Sanchi Stupa it was built to preserve Buddhism. But can you believe that it remained abandoned and in a state of disrepair for many, many centuries? It was rediscovered by a British archaeologist, General Taylor, in the 19th century, and subsequent efforts were made to restore and conserve this stupa. Currently, this stupa is 36.5 meter in diameter and 21.64 meter high. Then in 1919, Sir John Marshall, he established an archaeological museum here, which today is known as Sanchi Museum. So whenever you go and visit Sanchi Stupas, make it a point to visit there also. The Sanchi Stupas are significant in India as their architectures continue to inspire modern day architects. Wondering, kahan, kaise, kaun sa? Yes, it has got influence on various buildings like Rashtrapati Bhavan and Dome of Birla Auditorium in Kolkata. Sanchi was declared as UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1989. So, now, next time, whenever you are planning a trip to Madhya Pradesh or Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh means anywhere in Madhya Pradesh, but specifically if you are planning to go to Bhopal, make it a point to visit Sanchi and soak yourself in the atmosphere of spirituality and beautiful architecture. But one thing which I would really like you to tell or rather request you is that whenever you visit any historical place or any heritage site, please try to preserve its beauty. Please try to conserve it. Don't litter. Because recently, when I had gone there, so I was so disappointed to see its condition. Everywhere, so much of littering. And this is something, or rather, these heritage sites are something which we as Indians should be really proud of. So let's preserve and conserve our heritage. And on this World Heritage Day, let's plan a trip to visit any of these beautiful sites. Thank you so much. And I hope whenever now you will visit Sanchi, you will admire all the beautiful stupas, and of course, you will remember me while taking the trip. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Shilpa, for enriching our lives with your story today. And thank you all for joining us on this journey of discovery and celebration. Let's pledge that we stand united in our commitment to safeguard and preserve our precious monuments for our future generation. And yes, we should do that. That's a need of an hour. Thank you so much, Shilpa, once again for coming on our platform and sharing this insightful story about the monument, Sanchi Stupa. And of course, a big, big compliment for the background, which that was so much helpful for us when you were describing it. That was really good. Thanks a
Yes.
lot.
Thank you so much, Sharmishta. Thank you, Yogita ji. Thank you, Storycircle Edusaarthi. And thank you to all the beautiful audience who have joined today. Thank you so much.